Hello, welcome to Business Coach Reacts to how pressure affects us as entrepreneurs. I am excited to show you something really cool today. I saw this for the first time probably 10 years ago. And every time one of my clients gets to that point where they're just feeling like everything's falling apart and there's so much pressure and it feels like chaos and they don't know what to do next, I show them this video. So come take a look at it with me, and I'm going to show you and teach you some principles about how we actually respond to pressure and why it's not always a bad thing in your business. I'm Amy Walker. I'm a small business strategist, and I am excited to have you on my channel. If you're new here, make sure that you subscribe and then hit the bell notification so you can get notified every time we release new content. All right, so this video has been on YouTube for 8 years. It's got 18 million views. It's called Amazing Resonance Experiment. Okay, so if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration by Nikola Tesla. So what they're doing here is they just have a sound plate and they're gonna put some sand on the sound plate. And so this is kind of like the idea phase of business where you just have a lot of ideas and kind of throwing them all out there. But without any type of frequency or intensity, nothing really happens with it. So right now, nothing's really happening, right? Now they're going to use a tone generator and they're going to increase the frequency. And something cool is about to happen. What? I love that. That's so cool every single time. So you increase the pressure, you increase the frequency, and it moves into something. Then you add some more to it, you increase it again, and look what happens. A new pattern, more intricate than the last one. Now, something that I want you to recognize is that every time they go to a new pattern, they add more to the plate, and it all falls apart for a minute. And then you increase the pressure and it comes back to a new pattern. And then you increase it again, it all falls apart as it's moving into the next level, the next pattern. It's so cool. Like, how does science make patterns like that? That's amazing. This one's really cool too. What? So cool. I'm like mesmerized every time I watch this. That's amazing. It looks like honeycomb. Now they're increasing the frequency faster and it's moving from one to the next more quickly. Okay, so how does this affect us in business? Every time I'm starting to feel that sense of like, it's just too much, there's too much going on, I'm trying to hold my chaos together, I'm like, nope, just let it go. And I literally will come watch this video and just like, it's very cathartic to me to try to remember like why we need to stay willing to let things fall apart in order so that they can come back together. Because here's the thing. If I gotta pause that because it's playing in my ear, it's distracting. If I had stayed with my first initial order and structure of my business, I would not be anywhere close to where I am today. You have to be willing to increase the pressure that you've got going on in your business. You have to be willing to let things kind of fall apart because what you were doing that was working right here does not work at the next level. So what will happen is you'll outgrow your systems, you'll outgrow your processes, even like your thought processes. It's like you'll literally get to a point where your mindset has created everything up to this point, and the mindset that got you here is also the mindset that's keeping you from the next level. Here's an example. I built my business to $500,000 a year by being a boutique, really hands-on firm. And when I tried to grow to $1 million for the first time, it did not go well at all because I still had the same mindset of like, I need to know every client and know what's going on in every single person's business. I still have that a little bit, but I have ways that I've found ways to keep what I want and let go of the things that are not keeping us growing. And so other things were, I felt like we had to, oh, here's a good one. I felt like we were responsible for producing wins with every single client. And in fact, that was my thing, is I was like, we want to create wins every single time. And then I realized, like, I can only manage that with a very small percentage of people, and I have to say no to a lot of people who maybe could create wins that look like wins to them but don't look like wins to me. And so opening them up a little bit more, where our core value is still, we're here to create wins for clients. Like, we're in the business of creating freedom, we're in the business of building strong families, we're in the business of building legacies, and we want to create wins. But that gives a little bit more space, that if the client isn't motivated to create a win, then it's not like on my shoulders, right? So it's as you grow, you have to figure out that all the things that you did to get here are going to keep you from getting to the next level, and you have to be willing to let it fall apart. Change the system, change the process, change the scripting, change the mindset. It's constantly evolving. And when you look at companies that are going through rapid growth, rapid transformation, it looks like that little sequence where they went basically like from one to the next really fast. It's constant movement. And so a lot of it looks like chaos. Like, you've got a lot of pieces moving in place, and then it comes together really beautifully, and then you're on to the next round of chaos, and then it comes together really beautifully. And I think the thing that really makes a difference when you're in business is knowing your personal pace for how much you can go through those growing pains. So I personally know that I need to hold, when I get to a new level of order, I need to hold in it for a minute, and I need to look around and enjoy it. Because when I go from chaos to order, and then chaos to order, and then chaos to order, it's so stressful to me. I personally like to go for something new. I like to go through that phase of letting things fall apart, let it come together, and enjoy it for a minute, and then go to the next. So you get to decide how fast you go through those different levels. But here's what I'm going to tell you. There is not a way to get to these highly intricate, really cool patterns or really successful businesses without, number one, going through chaos. Number two, being willing to let go of what served you well in the past. And number three, you've got to add more to the plate. Because if they didn't have more sand coming onto the plate, they wouldn't be able to develop all of those intricate patterns. It would get kind of stuck. So pressure is a privilege. Billie Jean King, she wrote a book called that. I've actually never read the book, but I really love the quote. So pressure is a privilege. And the fact that we get to be in this space where we have all of these cool things there's room for things to come apart and come together in a higher level of order, I guess that's a really great blessing. A lot of people don't have that. So that's it, you guys. Every time you start getting stressed out about where your business is going and feeling like everything's falling apart, just come and watch this video. Amazing resonance experiment. I'm sure that most of the people watching it are science people, but I'm telling you, I show this to business people all the time. All right, thank you so much for being here. And if you haven't done it yet, make sure that you go check out our Sales and Marketing GPS so that we can help you figure out where your chaos is in your sales and marketing systems, and help you figure out how to put them back together in a higher level of order so you can get to that next space in your business. Thanks so much. Go ahead and check out the next video if you want to see more Business Coach Reacts.